Well, good morning. My name is Kristin Kaufman, for those of y'all whom I've not had the opportunity to meet yet. And I am the CEO and founder of a company by the name of Alignment. And we focus on helping people find out what they love to do, being good at it, but most importantly, determining how it can and is tied to something much greater than yourself. And when those three legs of the stool come together, I believe people are aligned. And that absolutely is what makes them at their most powerful. So every week I try to come on here and share a couple of thoughts, musings, perhaps wisdom that I have pulled together from other uh, um, clients and people with whom I've worked. And so today I actually want to focus on the concept of how to be resilient, especially through COVID-19 and the pandemic. And it has been a real challenge for many small businesses, entrepreneurs, and frankly, even executives of large companies. A lot of people are juggling um, having their children at home. They're doing at-home schooling. They are working from home. They have just so many new challenges that were never present until the pandemic. And so today, I want to introduce what I think is the secret sauce on how absolutely we can indeed be resilient as human beings, but also as a population as we face the pandemic. And that secret sauce to me is tapping into the purpose of what it is that we do and why we do it. And I know over the years, Simon Sinek, of course, has made it very famous, uncovering your why and why we do what we do. And there's so much brilliance in his work, and I totally embrace it. I wanted, though, to kind of keep it a little bit more simple today, relative to the purpose and how we as leaders can help continue to remind people of their why, and specifically the purpose of what it is they're doing in their work, whether it be at a company or a small business. So the first tip on how we do that is integrating that purpose in every single thing that we think, say, and do. This isn't a quarterly town hall meeting. This isn't a monthly staff meeting where we remind people of our purpose. This is actually integrating the purpose of what we do, the mission behind what we do every single day, every decision that we make, every client meeting that we have, every one-on-one employee meeting that we have, trying to integrate the purpose of why we do what we do into those conversations. Again, in everything that we think, say, and do. And when that purpose then becomes alive, that becomes the gasoline, the fuel to help us stay the course despite the heavy load that the pandemic has put on so many of us. I can speak personally that over the last 18 months, my business, as much as I love what I do, I am an entrepreneur, and therefore my business has been relegated to this Zoom screen and conversations that I have over the phone with people, as many people have been in that spot. We're not able to get out among the 20, 30, 40,000 groups of people that I used to speak in front of. So therefore, I've been relegated to this video camera and the conversations that I have with people. So that would be what I would encourage all of us to embrace, is if we continue to put that purpose front and center, despite just having the Zoom screen or a phone to communicate that, it still keeps that purpose alive. And that to me is the gasoline or the fuel that keeps us going. So that is the first thing, integrating that purpose into everything that we think, say, and do, individually and collectively. The second thing is continue to be very clear about the roles people play in how they're contributing to that purpose. Because I think oftentimes people can lose the plot. It's very easy to get lost on the hamster wheel, just doing that work day after day, day after day, and forgetting the reason behind why we're doing it. So again, making that purpose real and clear every day, and how the role people's play contributes to the greater good. Because I think once that greater good is tied to what you individually do, there is a sacred responsibility that rises up in us to do the very best that we can to make sure that we're contributing in our highest and best self. So that's point number 2. Continue to make that purpose clear and tie an individual's role, whether that be your own or someone else's, to the greater good or the greater purpose of the company or the organization. And then the last point that I'll make, and this is paying a little bit of homage to my books. I have written 3 books for those of y'all who don't know that, entitled Is This Seat Taken? It's a trilogy of storybooks that make real the stories from my own life, but also many, many other individuals that I've interviewed over the years, of how the incidental encounters and incidental experiences that we have are not incidental at all. And in order for us to really appreciate those experiences, we have to be present in the moment. The old adage, you have to be present to win, has never been more clear or more fervent than how I've represented this in my books. So with that said, the third point on, again, making the purpose of what we do real is to stay present in the moment. And I can assure you that that is easier said than done. Oftentimes, especially during the pandemic, we have looked back in history. What if, gosh, if things were only as they once were, or what if this happens, or the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, given where we are right now. And that frankly does not serve us at all. Certainly, I do believe that we must learn from history. Certainly, I do believe that we must plan for the future. However, the magic is undoubtedly in the present moment. We never know what is going to happen when we interact with one another, we interact with our customers, and we interact with our constituents. And when we stay present, miracles and magic undeniably always happen. So that is the third point, is to stay present in the moment. And how do we do that? We actively listen. We look people in the eye. We are not preparing what we're going to say. We're listening intently to what they're saying. We listen for the unspoken word. Those are just a few suggestions on how we can stay present and keep attuned to the people that are around us and what it is that we're to learn from them, and ultimately what we are to teach them as well. So with that, again, my name is Kristin Kaufman. I come on here every few days to share my thoughts and musings around the concept of alignment, and specifically how that can contribute to our own individual leadership, as well as the leadership of our teams and organizations. If you found this of interest, I'm going to put my contact information below. You can follow me on YouTube. You can register for my blogs. They come out, probably every month or so. I know everyone's being barraged by blogs, so I try not to just send a blog for the sake of sending a blog. I try to have something relevant and of critical importance that I want to share, but they come out every 3 to 4 weeks. So you can certainly sign up for those. And if you stay tuned, I absolutely am going to be launching more online courses, more opportunities for people to tap into what it is that I'm offering, particularly during this time as we navigate through and beyond the COVID-19 pandemic. With that, make it a great day. Again, my name is Kristin Kaufman, and I've loved being with you today.